I don't need it.
I'll give it to
Yeah,
my
I'll take
friends.
it. Yeah,
Thank you.
So thank you for that. We've now got Mark Ritzmann, who's the, let me just read it, the head of mobile commerce for the Vodafone Group. So Mark's responsibility is for developing Vodafone's m-commerce proposition. He's had various roles within the Vodafone Group, sales, product management, strategy, and at the moment Mark's responsibility is to drive and develop Vodafone's global m-commerce strategy, as well as to progress their go-to-market for the Vodafone customer-facing m-commerce proposition, which is their wallet, the Vodafone wallet. I'll ask you up in a minute. Let me just very quickly find your presentation. Thank you so much. Just got to see. Thank you. So that's for you. Thank you, Mark.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the introduction. My name is Mark Ritzmann, and today I would like to talk about m-commerce and especially about the Vodafone wallet. What I believe, and I would like to explain you today in more detail, is why in the future every single commercial transaction will go through this device. And what I also believe is that sometime in the future you will not see this kind of presence on your chairs. Because we don't need this kind of things anymore, any wallet, because the wallet goes in here. And that's what I would like to share with you by explaining you on the one side our customer-facing proposition, the Vodafone wallet, why we choose the way we did and what are the alternatives. Then I would like to share with you some learnings we made on the way. We launched the wallet about 2.5 years ago. And in the end, I would like to show you how these learnings impacted the wallet and why I believe that we now have a very mature product that we can scale. So, does it work? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's get started. So, what Joanne talked about earlier is about the internet route of m-commerce. That's where PayPal is very big. We learned that every fourth transaction is done already mobile, and that's the key PayPal vision to make the phone mobile. There is another area which is retail, and in retail we are not that quick so far. So at the moment, most of the transactions in retail are still done by cash, by credit card, by debit cards, but not by the mobile. And that's basically the mission that Vodafone has. We want to ensure that in a couple of years, Vodafone customers don't need a physical wallet anymore. And we want to make sure that they can do all their transactions via the mobile. How do we do that? We use the technology that is dominant at the point of sale, which is near-field communication. We have a SIM card. We store all our security keys on the SIM card, and we enable customers to check out at the point of sale, not only in stores, but also in the future in hotels and other places. I would like to share with you my own experience I had with the wallet to show you what impact this wallet can have and why I believe that the future with this, which is every transaction goes through the mobile, is not that far away. When we introduced the mobile around 2.5 years ago, the first service that we enabled was payments. So I'm based in Düsseldorf in Germany, but I'm commuting to London every week. So from that day on, I didn't have to change any money anymore. Why? Because in London is a very contactless city like Barcelona, so you can pay everywhere with your mobile. So I didn't have to change any coins anymore, and that made my wallet already much thinner, and also the whole hassle about currency and so on went away. Around half a year later, we enabled the next service, which is that customers can scan their loyalty cards. So from that time, I could put in my frequent traveler card. I could put in my hotel loyalty cards. So also I didn't have to take these cards with me. My wallet got thinner again. 1.5 years ago, another big innovation happened in London, actually, which is that Transport for London decided to go contactless. So from that point in time, with the Vodafone wallet, I could also travel in London. Actually, what it meant for me is that in London, I'm in the future. Every single transaction that I'm doing in London is digital. I don't need a wallet anymore. Not really. I still have to have my passport with me, but that's the identity and probably also an interesting topic to discuss later. Now, then I'm flying back to Germany, and when I'm back in Germany, I'm back a bit in the past, because in Germany, unfortunately, we don't have that contactless infrastructure. So I still need to pay with my wallet, with my physical wallet from time to time. But on top, there's also another barrier that keeps me from paying with my Vodafone wallet. And that is the first learning I would like to share with you today, and it's about habits. So we have a corner store where I usually buy my groceries, and they introduced contactless. It's called Tengelmann, and it still happens to me from time to time that I pay with cash there. Why is this the case? I forget my wallet at home. I forget my phone at home, because what I have learned the last 18 years since I live in Düsseldorf is I need cash with me when I go there, but not my phone. It's 5 minutes ago, so from time to time it happens that I forget it. I think this kind of habits are one of the key barriers we need to overcome if we want to digitalize all wallets. We asked customers some time ago about their payment behavior. We wanted to understand, how do you pay? So we asked them, how do you pay your groceries? And we got very quick answers like, we pay with cash, with credit card, or we check out a different way. The customers always knew exactly, instantly, how they pay in a certain occasion. When we asked them, why do you pay with cash in this occasion? It was like, well, we pay with cash because that's how you pay there. Do you or not? So it is this kind of habits that keep customers from changing. They learned it all the time. They are not even aware of why they are using in which occasion, which way to check out. And that is the thing we need to overcome. And to overcome that, what is important is that we stay as close as possible to the current behavior of customers. If we change something too dramatic, that's one thing that we learned, we might lose them. That's the first learning. I would like to also share with you later what the impact it had on our product. The second one is about brands, because brands are clearly the anchor for customers to do a change. So if there's only one brand, if you pioneer in such an area and you are the first to launch a wallet, that is what Vodafone did around 2 years ago in Spain, it's one big brand, and that is already helpful, but only when other brands join, when Visa, MasterCard, when others, banks, talk about mobile payment, when they verify to the customer, this is the right technology, NFC is the way you will pay in the future, only then we can create trust, and only if we have trust, customers will take the risk to go there. The third topic I would like to talk about is about costs and benefits. We all have a kind of cost and benefit calculation in our brains. It is nothing we are aware about, but it's happening all the time. So what are the costs of a customer to go digital and use a wallet? They need to download the app. They need to overcome their fear that something crazy could happen on the phone with their payment credentials. They probably need to sign up for a new service. These are all things that kick in instantly. When you do it, you realize that is a cost that you have. It is a barrier for you to adopt. On the other side, there are benefits about innovations. Innovations are something great, and I would love to talk to you for hours about innovations and how things change in the future, how payment will at one time converge, and the mobile checkout, so the retail route and the internet route will converge, and there will be one, which will all happen. But the problem is that innovations, to understand innovations, it's very difficult for customers, because that's the nature of innovation. The benefits, some benefits are clear. Your wallet is getting thinner. Your plastic card is now digital. So what? that's probably not enough to convince a customer. We need to find more payment, transport. We need to show them a couple of categories, and we also need to show them how by digitalizing them, they really get an advantage, not just digitalizing, but a real advantage. Like, for example, now I automatically get my loyalty points when I pay and stuff like that. With this use cases, we can really change the cost-benefit calculation of a customer. So how did this impact our roadmap? First of all, we wanted to overcome one of the hurdles, which is the benefits, the missing benefits. What we understood when we started with payment, that payment alone is not enough. So we introduced loyalty, which increased already the take rate by 2, but only when we also introduced transport, it really changed something with the customers. We have started with 2 cities in Spain, which is Logroño and Valencia, and we now will extend it to another 18 cities in Spain. That's one thing that we announced on Sunday. And this is really changing the lives of our customers, because now they can travel, loyalty, payment. So we have enough use cases and benefits to overcome this cost hurdle that we have. Another thing is we need to reduce the complexity, how to sign up for such a service. We started in payment with a prepaid card. A prepaid card is great for those customers who are a bit afraid of a new technology. They sign up for the prepaid card and they can try it, but they also need to sign up. They need to provide us their data, and that is something which is too costly for people because it's too complex. So what we did is we introduced in November another service with which you can copy your credit and debit card, you can digitalize it very easy, and then you can pay. So now we went much closer to the customer behavior, because suddenly all those customers that today pay with their plastic credit and debit card, they can now put it in the wallet. We have the prepaid category and we have credit and debit card. The third thing that we did, and that's what we announced on the Mobile World Congress, is the partnership with PayPal. Now, PayPal gives us 2 things. Number one is PayPal is the biggest brand in online payment. So by teaming up such big brands, like on the one side, Vodafone, a leader in mobile industry, on the other side, PayPal, a leader in online, and doing also offline payment and NFC payment at a point of sale, we clearly have credibility, and that's what is important in that market. The other one is that, again, we address the habits of the customers, because a lot of customers would probably say, well, if I just put a credit and a debit card in the wallet, to digitalize it, that's probably not my thing. Others like it, others don't. Now, those customers that have a PayPal account can just sign up and can transfer their online, their preferred online checkout mechanism to the point of sale. And that obviously is another big step. Now, to summarize, what I think is we have the different use cases to overcome the habits. We have the brands to gain credibility, and we have the different services to address the cost-benefit relation. Another point I would like to make, that obviously once online and offline converge, and that will happen when all comes to the phone, we did the first step into that direction by teaming up with PayPal and enabling them to be a funding source in the wallet. Overall, we believe our product is now mature and we can scale it. I would like to finish this presentation with something which is really important. The mission of operators is not to do all this business our own. We are there to enable. We want to make sure that banks can digitalize their cards in their wallet, that PayPal can put their cards in there, that hotels can put their keys in the wallet, all these kind of things. That's the vision. We want to enable. And why do we want to enable? Because, of course, we want to make sure that our customers have a smooth path into this digital world. And that is the key of my personal motivation, which is to change the life to our customers and put a smile in their faces. And that's why I would like to end with a little commercial and some quotes we got from customers, first customers that pioneered the Vodafone wallet.
Cada mañana abro el armario y digo, ¿qué me pinto hoy? No os podéis ni imaginar la libertad de ir vestida con tu propia piel. Todos los días estrenas un modelo distinto. Y es que lo importante es ir por la vida sin peso en los bolsillos.
Aquí comienza la nueva forma en la que andarás por el mundo y ya nada será igual. Porque todo lo que llevabas en tu cartera, ahora lo llevarás en tu smartphone. Con Vodafone Wallet no llevas nada, pero lo llevas todo.
What it basically says, I'm sure that all guys just watch the quotes and not the movie. So can you quote a quote? No. What it basically says at the end is you carry nothing, but you have everything. And that's the essence of mobile. Thanks.
Thank you very much for that. I asked the speakers to present on 3 topics. The first topic was the fact that the internet is now mobile. Thank you. That the internet's now mobile. The second was about the globalization of payments, and the third topic was about identity and the role of identity within payments. My last speaker I've known for many years is Kevin Sebastian. He runs a large payments consultancy firm that's across the US, Europe, Asia. And they've managed to work in past years with many of the brands that you'll have heard of in the payment space, both new and old. And they only focus on payments. And so what I asked Kevin to come along, so we've had one view which is the route from online into payments, and then the other route is from offline or from retail into payments from Mark. And what I've asked